Okay. KTT, new episode once every 2 weeks. This is episode 22. Before we get into the episode properly, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of them things there that you know about on YouTube, you feel me? I am Drift. I'm joined by my co-host.
It's BlackStarXero. Call me Zero for short.
Let's go, let's get. So, this time around, we're going to jump straight into the episode. No longage, no long ting. You feel me?
Straight in.
As we say. So, Dandadan. You know what I'm saying? It's that time.
All right.
Yep. All right. We ready? We doing it? Cool. So, you've seen it. I haven't. What's Dandadan about? For the listeners, like for somebody who's never ever seen it. You get me? Like this real Cliff Notes version before we get into the discussion properly. For the people.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, Cliff Notes version. Dandadan is I don't want to call it a gag manga, but it has very good comedic elements. The main thrust of the story is a mix of the paranormal, so UFOs and aliens, and supernatural, so ghosts, yokai, that sort of thing.
Okay.
All right. And the main thrust of the story is to get back the main character's balls.
The main character's balls?
Yep.
As in they took bro's balls?
They took bro's nuts, fam. The family jewels, the twig and giggleberries, yeah, fam. Gonzo.
They're out of here.
Out of here.
All right. Cool. Okay. So what's the main thrust of it? So like, is it like them versus
to
demons?
find bro's nuts at present.
Okay.
Straight in. Just to find bro's nuts at present.
Yeah.
Like, no grander ambitions or anything like that. No, we just need to find bro's nuts.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Grand opening, grand close, fam.
All right, cool. So you've seen the most recent episode, right? Your thoughts?
My thoughts.
Right.
All right. So
I haven't seen it. For the listeners, I haven't seen it yet. So like, this is really Zero spearheading the discussion. You feel me? Like, thoughts?
All right. So where to begin with this one? So we kind of have to start off with episode 6. Right. And in that, one of the balls actually turn up.
What do you mean they turn up? What do you mean they turn up?
So the person that took them dropped them.
Wait, bro. Wait. So
I'm trying to be as vague as possible. For anybody who haven't seen it, I'm trying to keep this like spoiler free and cliff notey. So I can only just refer to these vagaries in it. Like, you understand? So somebody took them.
Yeah.
And during the process, they lost them. You understand? So somebody found one, so we've now recovered one. So that's where we at right now. Yeah? Episode 6.
As in man's actual testicle.
Bro, what part they took is not, do you not understand?
Alright, my bad. You can obviously see that I'm a bit bewildered, innit? Because again, I'm a bit like, we really scrapping up, like we really squaring up over like somebody's nuts. But alright, cool, my bad. I keep derailing you.
Let me put in perspective. Alright, you see how we're looking for bro's nuts right now?
Right.
When the thing first started, they took the whole lot.
As in
the whole lot. They took the whole lot.
As in banana and all.
Yep.
My God, it's nothing sacred in this anime.
In that thing, bro, fam, when Dandadan started, what do you think the main catchphrase was?
What?
Give us your banana.
Okay. No, my bad. You right. Okay. All right. So as you were saying.
All right. So we need to dip back to episode 6.
Yeah. Most recent episode.
Cool.
Yeah.
One of the balls turn up. The chick that finds it gets fucking delusions of grandeur. All right.
Delusions of grandeur.
Delusions of grandeur. Think
from finding bro's balls.
That she don't know.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Like, cool.
Okay. All right.
She don't know.
All
right. So to make that not confusing, the ball that she found is a golden ball. So to you, I, or any rando walking, it's just a golden ball.
Right.
But the audience knows that inside that ball is bro's nuts. That's all it is. It's just bro's nuts.
And why did the aliens take his nuts? Like, sorry.
It wasn't an alien.
Bro, this anime got me spun. I can't ever lie to you, fam. This shit got me spun. I haven't seen episode 1.
Am I badly explaining it?
No.
You sure?
No. It's not that you're badly explaining it. It's like, because I haven't seen it myself, this is my first time actually getting into the meat and potatoes of what it might be about as well, alongside the viewers.
Right.
I mean, the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Both really. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, forgive the line of questioning, but I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is some wild shit. Some wild shit for real. Some wild shit for real. But yeah, episode 6.
Delusions of grandeur. Without getting too deep into it again, there's been a ghost haunting her for most of her life.
Haunting who?
the girl that finds the ball.
So the girl, so
The
focus,
one that having the illusion of grandeur,
Yeah.
there's been a ghost haunting her for most of her
so
life.
the focus of this episode like wasn't the brown hair thing.
No.
Okay, cool.
I
Continue.
mean, she's essentially the MC.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
We can touch on that bit a bit later because it's kind of something I kind of want to like explore there, but we'll come to that after. All right.
Okay.
So, the long and short of it is this thing now goes from a ghost to like you know, like a poltergeist or some shit. You understand? So it manifests and it now starts attacking them.
Okay.
Right. Then after they do the big fight, we get the ghost's backstory, which turns out to be tragic as hell. And that's why you're seeing online a lot of talk about Dandadan episode 7. Because based on what I've said to you before, it's got aliens, it's got ghosts, it's got you know, comedy. Like the main villain from like the first few episodes is now an excellent comic relief character.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Turbo Granny. You understand?
Mhm.
An excellent comic relief character.
Right.
You understand? So to go from that, what we've been having so far, which is like comedy and action, to something quite so tragic.
What happened? What happened?
So
In your own words, if you had to describe what made it so tragic, what?
Life, my dude.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
What that showcased was just, you know, the darker aspects of life. You understand? From what I understand, I'm anime only. So the manga, from what I've seen, they depict stuff slightly different. The thrust of it remains the same. But there's different stuff. For example, in one scene in the anime, you can see, you know, when the assault is happening.
And clarify what you mean by assault for the people in a minute.
Right, it's not SA. It's a physical assault. So the evil spirit, when you're getting her backstory, you get a depiction of her day-to-day life, and you know it's tragic, as is. All right. So she's working as an escort. She's working as a janitor. She's working at a convenience store, right? And she's doing all of that so that she can provide for her daughter.
Right.
And then we come to this scene now where she's being physically assaulted in front of her daughter.
Okay.
And it seems to be debt collectors. You understand?
Okay, yes.
So they really beat her up, trash the place, and then kidnap her daughter.
Yeah,
right? So
I remember catching a glimpse of that particular scene there.
So she's left heavily injured.
To put it mildly, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the anime did a very good job of show don't tell, right? But because it didn't tell, there are some things that are left. So to you or I on first watching that, and I think most people that are anime only really believe that she died from the injuries because of the assault.
Did she not?
No.
Okay.
When you see her dancing and all that, you find out that she actually jumped off a building. So she committed suicide there. So the manga depicts it a bit more graphically.
I see.
You understand? So you get it a bit more raw in the manga. So even so if the concern is that the anime is
too graphic, too graphic,
straight into graphic territory. No, it was already in the manga.
Too violent, too graphic.
You understand?
Yeah.
And in that regard, there as well, if we're talking about too graphic and all that kind of stuff, don't forget there's various types of manga. Now, I'm not sure where Dandadan is. I feel like it's in Shonen Jump the way it's talked about.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very much not sure at this point. But even from episode 1, I was kind of because I made a video about episode 1 and I mentioned this and I was like,
go peep.
There's some of the stuff here, just the way, like in the first episode, for example, where the aliens kidnap the girl.
Yeah.
Like the main character, the brownie thing. So her name is Momo.
Momo, yeah.
Right. So you have Momo, and then you have Ken, and Ken's nickname is Okarun.
Okarun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Momo and Okarun.
Yeah.
Right. Okarun believes in aliens.
Okay.
Doesn't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
Momo believes in ghosts. Doesn't believe in aliens.
Okay, super funny premise there already. Okay.
Yeah, so there you can see the comedy building up already.
Yeah.
Cool. Now,
yeah,
they both call each other out and send each other to, one place that's suspected to be, aliens visiting, and the other place like it's really, really haunted. When Momo visits the, place where the aliens are, when they're kidnapping her, they rip off all her clothes.
In episode 1.
In episode 1. So bra and panties stay on, but they tear off all of her clothes. Then proceed to give her their backstory about, them not being able to reproduce and all that kind of stuff. And they basically, we're going to grape you and then steal your womb.
Right.
Episode 1.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Like, they didn't say anything about, like,
you
understand? Like, it's unseen and they're telling her what they plan to do.
So wild shit in terms of portrayal from day 1.
You understand? From day 1. So it already showed that it's not quite...
it's not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. It's not afraid to tackle some, grown-up shit.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the resolution to the first arc, if you want to call it that.
Right.
And then you find out that the main villain isn't really so much of a villain. So I'm talking about Turbo Granny.
How so? Okay, yeah.
You know
Turbo Granny.
Again, I'm talking about Turbo Granny. You find out that Turbo Granny isn't really a villain, right? It's an evil spirit. Don't get it fucked up.
Are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah, but the spot where she is, so where Okarun got sent, that's haunted. That's where he encounters Turbo Granny, and that's where all that kicks off. You come to find out once they've resolved all that spot is where girls that get essayed and murdered and chopped up, that's where they dump the bodies. So the girls, the spirits that can't pass on, she comforts them.
Turbo Granny.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Okay,
so she's not really a villain.
Yeah. You
understand?
Layered as fuck. Okay.
And somebody had to like really pull my eyeballs to this one because I didn't realize it. So only once we got that episode and realizing that Turbo Granny isn't really a bad person, did this part come out. When the aliens were about to grape Momo, her phone rang, and the possessed Okarun comes through the phone to save her. Basically in Turbo Granny mode. So Turbo Granny knew that on the other end of the phone, there was a young girl about to be assaulted and came to save her.
Oh,
you see what I'm trying to say?
Okay,
that's
done.
Yeah.
Fire,
you understand?
Fire. Okay.
So in terms of episode 7,
do you feel do you feel like it was too far?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
You understand? I'm more in favor of stuff like this. Not the assault and shit like that. Don't get me fucked up. What I'm saying is I'm in favor of more realism and more like real life elements. You know what I mean? Being depicted and portrayed because it makes you think.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm rocking with you.
And it evokes empathy. The entire sequence with the ghost, right?
In the most recent episode?
Yeah, in episode 7, where you're getting her backstory and all that, and you feel bad and you see, and you might not know anybody like that, but you know it happens.
Yeah.
They're having to do what they have to do to provide for their kid. That's not around for some reason. You understand?
It's a story a lot of people know well.
Everybody knows that, you understand? And it culminates in the point where she probably has to get in bed, not literally, with some less than savory people. You understand? And these people take what's most precious to her. You understand? Her child. You understand?
Right.
So she ends up losing everything despite somebody else. I saw somebody else putting it. She sacrificed so much for her child, and at the end of everything, she's still saying, bro, I'm so sorry. You understand? If you had been born to anybody else but me, you'd have probably been happy. But because it was me, you were miserable. You understand? Bearing in mind what I just said. 3 jobs. You understand? 3 very,
I mean, bro, like without even going into like a detail of what the 3 jobs are, anybody can understand the amount of stress working even 2 jobs can do. You know what I'm saying? Like working 2 jobs when you don't have a life to support yourself is immensely stressful. Imagine 3 while having a small child and you're a single parent. Like it's correct.
Correct.
And
then at the end of it
very realistic portrayal.
Exactly. So I'm in favor. Not like, just like
one
full
ton,
on awesome. You understand? But like some real
not like unnecessary fucking violence on the screen.
Yeah, it wasn't
don't get me wrong, it was extremely violent. It was very violent,
Right.
It was bloody. You know what I'm saying? It was violent, it was bloody. I saw a couple glimpses of it myself. You know what I'm saying? But none of that to me takes away
It wasn't
from anything you
gratuitous.
Yes.
You understand? That's what I was looking for. It's not gratuitous violence.
Yes.
It's saying
it's
something.
not like it's trying to glorify
And
it.
the entire time also as well, especially powerful, not a word was fucking said. The entire thing is show, don't tell. So you just got the beautiful piano music playing. You understand?
So the sequence itself was just artistically fire.
Exactly. You understand? Not a word was said. Not until it all concluded, then she started talking. You
Fire
understand?
shit.
Exactly.
Fire
You understand?
shit.
So Episode 7, done episode 7, slapped it out the park.
Okay, dope.
Slapped it out the park.
Okay, dope. So, alright, cool. Out of all the episodes you've seen so far, would you say that one there is one that made you feel something the most?
Bro, listen, alright, cool. I'm not the crying sort, but from time that episode finished, I was here watching it by myself, and I'm like, bro, if my tear ducts worked, I'd be crying. You understand? If my tear ducts worked, I would be crying.
Like that.
You understand? Bro, there couldn't be a dry eye in the house. No, you like felt that shit. You understand? And even after all of that, so bearing in mind, they were just beefing this thing, right? And to give some light spoilers, they needed the help of the ghost to save the other girl. The one I told you about, Delusions of Grandeur. Right? I needed the ghost help to do that. And in doing so, we got the flashback, right? Momo was the one that facilitated that, and I guess she witnessed all of that. You understand? When all of that happened, she kind of like buckled to her knees, and Okarun, who was in like, fight mode, saw that. Bro was ready to unsat her again, and Mom was like, nah, leave her alone, just crying. She's crying. The girl that she saved just crying. Just like, bro, it's like, yo, just leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
You just knew.
All right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Fucking fire coverage, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said there's more. More. You want more? Oh, God.
Yeah. If
there's more tragic backstories to come.
If the tragic backstories are showcased like that, rock the fuck in. Like to the watchers of Dandadan, you are going to bear witness to some of the most emotionally whiplash, like emotionally fucking taxing shit you've probably seen in a little while. You know what I'm saying? Because just the description you were giving me, I was like, damn, that's a powerful ass episode. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once again, fire coverage of Dandadan. I feel like if you've never seen it, you now have a working understanding of what the fuck it is just from the coverage you gave. You know what I'm saying? And in regards to episode 6, is it?
7.
Episode 7. Apologies. So I said episode 6 earlier on, but in regards to episode 7 itself, it's definitely one that I will be keeping an eye out for. Like when I go to watch it myself, I will definitely, like once episode 6 is ending, I'm gonna have to sit forward in my seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to sit forward in my seat because I know the next episode is not on some bitch shit. You feel me? It's not on some bitch shit. And I'm like, much like yourself, I respect the work that can make me actually look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect the work that can make me go, okay, cool. I'm about to witness some shit that might render me speechless. You know what I'm saying? Just might render me speechless. But yeah, no, once again, bruv, obviously I didn't intend for, or we didn't intend for the Dandadan segment to take up as much as it did. But like I said, fire coverage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fire coverage. You feel me? So yeah, cool. I don't have anything else to add on to it because I haven't seen Dandadan. You feel me? But I mean, I can tell you now, based off this discussion, I definitely now do want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, there's enough there for me to actually want to sit down and watch it. I can't.
It's got you won't be bored. Like it's got jokes, it's got action. You understand? And it also
it's got
episode
moments.
7. It showed that it has depth,
hard hitting, emotional, impactful moments.
It has depth,
hard hitting, emotionally impactful moments. You know what I'm saying? And that is the hallmark of some fire shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You got some jokes, you got some hands, and you have some impact. You know what I'm saying? Some emotional impact. All right, nigga. I can't also no more in my work. You feel me?
Yeah, no. All I'm saying is, boy, don't sleep on Dandadan. You know,
once again, do not sleep on Dandadan. You get me? And obviously check out Zero's video on episode 1 if you really want to get like a crash course into what you're going to be watching. You feel me? But yeah. That's everything that we have for the Dandadan segment. Coming up next is the return of the boy, Boruto. We'll see you in the next one. And in the next one, we have arrived. You feel me? Obviously, before we get into the latter part of the podcast, if you're still with us, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. The podcast appreciate it. We appreciate you. Big love. So, we are going to be discussing Boruto TBV. You feel me? So, what are your thoughts, my man, on the recent chapter? Lay on me. I haven't seen as much of it as you have. You know what I'm saying? But go.
Okay, so from what I've managed to glean from the leaks, quite a bit happened in this chapter. So it's another one of those chapters where it's a lot more setup.
Okay.
And the main takeaways from this are, for me, is one, the gravity of the situation is finally dawning on at least the main characters anyways. You know, the village at large, I guess, remains largely oblivious. 2, Shikamaru's IQ is on a fucking 1,000.
What do you mean? Why?
Because he saw start Kashin Koji.
He saw start Kashin Koji?
He saw start Kashin Koji.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Shika.
Yeah.
Never the little one. Yeah. Never the little one. Big Shika.
It's not like he just it's not like he Sherlock Holmes it, you know, but him and Kashin Koji have dialogue.
So they've actually spoken.
They've spoken. So
Aight.
Kashin talks to him through one of the frogs. You know
Okay.
So I'll come back to that, the main part of that discussion there in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He was also talking to Ada, so Ada's filled him in on a few things.
Who's also talking to Ada?
Konohamaru, thank you.
Right.
Konohamaru. Shikamaru
is also talking to Ada.
Shikamaru's talking to Ada.
Okay. So for the listeners, it's Shikamaru that's talking to Ada.
Shikamaru. Why I mentioned goddamn Konohamaru, because he's the next thing I was going to mention. And Konohamaru spearheading the mission to the Sand Village to try and help out, or at least investigate, the Gaara Shinki situation.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that's set up in the chapter. So tackling it bit by bit.
How confident are you that this nigga Konohamaru should have been the one to go over there? Because I mean, like to the listeners off mic, he's not the biggest Konohamaru like supporter in TBV. You know what I'm saying? So how confident are you that Konohamaru should have been the nigga to go over there and assist the Sand in currently what the Sand is facing?
Okay, I'm gonna be very Jamaican about this and ask you a series of questions.
Okay, all right, go on.
First question. Can you name me the big hitters from part 1 of Naruto?
The big hitters from part
From the Leaf.
From the Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
When you say big hitters, like how big are we talking? Okay, so we're talking the Kakashis, we're talking the Narutos.
Nah, talking about the adults.
The adults. So we're talking Kakashi, we're talking Guy, we're talking Asuma, we're talking who else? Kurenai, shit, Tsunade.
All right,
shit,
cool.
Yeah.
That's still part 1, but all right, cool. So that's them. But they head up the teams. Yeah?
Okay.
Cool. So Kakashi, Guy, Kurenai, Asuma. They head up the team, the Konoha 12.
Oh, that's more so. Okay, yeah.
Right? Cool. So that's them. Maybe I should have said the team leaders.
Uh-huh.
Probably, yeah? So fine to me, the team leaders, something. Can you tell me the team leaders from part 2, from Boruto are?
Konohamaru is one of them, and the next one.
Right.
That's it.
I can tell you 3. You
Okay.
understand? Cool. All right. So it's Konohamaru, Hanabi, Mawegi, who's currently a tree. Right. And I think number 4, if I'm correct, no, it is, because he's in the anime. Yeah, but the next one that was with Konohamaru, and the one that I was snot.
Yeah.
Him. So he leads Denki, what's his name? Denki
Iwabe.
and Iwabe and
Yeah.
Metos.
Them niggas, yeah.
Right? That's the 4 of them. Those are the 4 people. Who would you send to the Sand to deal with this shit? Are those 4?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The question I have is
how confident am I? But I'll answer that. But I'm just like,
no.
Who would you send?
No. I mean, out of the assortment of mid that you just kind of put in front of me, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it probably is the nigga that knows how to use a Rasengan. You get me? Like, okay, I'm gonna have you like go over there. You feel me? But at the same time, I do have a pertinent fucking question. You feel me? Where the fuck is Kakashi? Obviously, I know right now we don't know where Kakashi is, right? But I'm like, now more so than ever, it's kind of the time where if there's a nigga that's still allied to the Leaf and fealty, like swears fealty to the Leaf, like a one Kakashi would, I'd be like, wherever the fuck you are right now, my nigga, I'm gonna need you to come back and then head over to the Sand. Because the nigga that you sent over to the Sand right now, it's not like I have 0 Konohamaru stocks. You know what I'm saying? But we just saw that Shinju, well, we didn't even see it. Sis off-screen fucking Gaara.
Cool.
Gaara.
Cool. It's not that I don't have confidence in the man. It's just that Konohamaru showing, nothing to do with him. This is purely on the authors, the creators of the series. Konohamaru has had a piss poor showing from the jump. Right? Think I mentioned this to you before. The best thing I've seen Konohamaru do is bust off a Rasengan near one guy's head, and I think it cleared the forest a bit, so it's quite powerful. And the guy kind of shit himself. But this is like their first mission as a team. So
it's more so just to like display the fucking adult Konohamaru type.
Exactly.
Shit.
You understand?
Like no actual display of hands.
He went up against Kashin Koji. We saw that. You understand? Bro got flamed. Right? Cool. He went up against, what's the next guy there's named Jugo. I don't think it a very good showing against Jugo.
Don't get me wrong, like I've seen him. I've seen
Jugo, I know.
I've seen him mix with Jugo. It weren't like a clean dub, but you weren't complete arse in that either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you weren't no Kakashi, my dude.
No.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's the thing, right?
No.
And then we come now to the latter part of Boruto, the Boruto Next Generations. we see you get moved to by Ishiki.
But that's a hard ass though, nigga. Like a lot of niggas got moved to by Ishiki.
Everybody got fucking moved to by
Dead
Ishiki.
ass.
You understand? They were all on the fucking floor. Hanabi, what's his name there? The chubby one, Choji. They were all laid out. You understand? Cool. So I'm not trying to put that on him. I'm just saying, like, you understand? I've not seen Konohamaru have a dub since this entire thing started. Right? And I'll hold my hand up and say, bro, I skipped most of the fillers because they were ass.
Right.
You understand? So if he's had some in there in those ones or the Retsudans or anything like that, I don't know. You understand? But so far, he hasn't had a strong showing, right? To kind of back up any confidence.
Right.
Secondly, when Jura and Hidari pulled up, Hidari kicked man away one time. So you've already gone up against a Shinju and been proven ineffective.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And Hidari seems rather scatterbrained because Moegi seems on top of stuff. Ryu's the newest one and he seems on top of stuff. Hidari wandering around like a headless chicken.
Like some type of idiot, fam.
Do you understand? So you got bodied by seemingly the dumbest one out the fucking bunch.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So saying I have any kind of confidence that Konohamaru can resolve this? No.
Zero.
You understand? Am I hoping? Yes. Right? Now, it might be a situation whereby we resolve Ryu within the next, say, 3 or 4 chapters.
Okay.
Right? Because it then gets to focus on him and Moegi and Team 10, I believe. Yeah? Him and Team 10 focusing on Matsuri. I don't think Matsuri is leaving for this arc.
No, fuck
it's
no.
Definitely Ryu. Ryu's going to be the casualty of this arc. Okay? So we're going to get back Gaara and we're going to get back Shinji.
I mean, okay, strong point, because I don't even see a Shinju going in this arc. But yeah, go on.
I mean, all right, cool.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
I could be wrong, but it kind of has to. You understand? We're going back to the sand. Ryu's fresh. You understand? And the whole purpose is to try and either get back Gaara or to get back Shinki. You understand? Or both, ideally. You understand? So if anybody's going to be defeated,
I ain't going to push back too hard on the statement. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I don't really see a Shinju going anytime
fair
soon.
Enough, but why I'm saying that is because with the last arc, we did see a Shinju get bodied.
No, as in going, as in actually confirmed gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see a Shinju actually leaving the story.
I mean, it's not like they can't replenish ranks anyway.
But that's kind of why I'm saying. It's kind of why I'm saying because I'm like we saw Hidari get damn near clapped and then come back in the same, well, not the same, but then the next chapter. You get me? So I'm like, I don't see a Shinju, especially a named one, a notable named one, disappearing anytime. So it is my take. But yeah.
Fair. It might not be.
That's what I'm like.
But
that's
kind of how I don't know if would like to see it go is the best way to put it.
Okay.
But it just kind of makes sense to me. You understand? So you resolve that. We now know how to do it because Boruto's already dropped that knowledge on them.
I mean,
apparently the way to fix the tree thing is to get the core.
Do you not believe do you not look at it like through the lens of maybe like before we see any of the Shinjus go, like actually, or at least this is how I feel about it. Yeah?
Okay.
Before we see any of the Shinju actually go, we're probably going to have to see like an actual assorted team of notable Shinju before we actually see any of the Shinju start to drop.
You mean you want more?
It's not.
Bro,
it's not saying.
Do I have to be the fucking?
No, wait, hold on.
Endgame me.
It's not me saying I want more, but to me, that just makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
You get me? Because if we're headed towards a war, you're going to need notable generals.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're in the process of doing now. I mean, I think it quite literally is why they're going through and snapping up notable individuals. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, before I see a Shinju, fuck, what going for me, right? Before I see a Shinju actually leave the story, I feel like we're already going to get the assorted team of Shinju, of notable niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to clash. You get me? And the fucking assorted team of Shinju niggas are probably going to have like an army of claw grabs. You get me? That clash is going to happen and then we're going to start seeing like actual Shinju drop. You feel me? At the same time, it's like I said, I'm not saying it's implausible that Ryu might be the first one to go because like you just said, the story is very centered around the sand right now. You get me? So it's not implausible. I'm just saying like to my brain, that's kind of how that's kind of like how I've always envisioned the story.
We either go one or two ways about this. We either get Shinki back or we get Gaara back. You understand? But you can't have Gaara being sealed and Shinki being a tree still by the end of this arc.
I can see it happening. I can't lie. I can see it happening. You know what I'm saying? Can I also see Ryu being taken out this arc? Nothing's off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see enough in the goings-ons to be like, okay, cool. I can see Ryu getting this time. Or at the same time, I can see it being like, okay, you know what? This was done because in the latter half of TBV or some shit, maybe Shinky and fucking Gara. I mean, more so Gara. Gara, you definitely didn't have too much of a like play here.
Right.
You get me? Maybe it was just done because Shinky just wasn't gonna have a massive fucking role in the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's incapacitated and Gara.
Okay, so you gave him some purpose.
You gave him some purpose because he was, and that's what I'm saying, because you're still getting Shinky.
That is a disappointment. I think like between Metally and Shinky, like
that one
I feel
hurts,
like I like Shinky.
I know that one
in time. So for him just like not have anything to
do
with at all,
I know
that's gonna suck.
Like, don't get me wrong. I know that's gonna hurt because Shinky is one of the rising stars.
Right, you understand? Like, cool. I would have put him in top 5 of the new gen any day of the week. You understand? I was just like, we're just not gonna have him for the next story.
But that's what I'm like. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe it was done to kind of have them both in the story, but you understand why they're not in the story, and then obviously we're given a new Shinju. You get me? Because the Shinju Ryu is effectively what like an amped fucking amped Shinky would be displayed. Sure. You get me? So I feel like that's why it was done. I feel like I've had that thought in my head ever since Matsuri. Ever since we got confirmation that Matsuri is really fucking Moegi. It's because in the story, both in the early parts of Boruto and in TBV, how prominent has fucking Moegi been?
She has
not very. You get me? But by making her the victim of a fucking named Shinju, you've now elevated her importance like a great deal. You get me? If not so Moegi herself, just the fact that she birthed something that is such a threat right now. You get me? Okay. Cool. And I feel like it's that similar technique that's being used with Shinky. You get me? Because early day Boruto, you don't see a great deal of Shinky.
I mean, I can't say I'm a fan. I can't say I'm a fan of the fucking idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, truth be told, let me say it as well. I'm not saying I'm crazy about it myself because I would have liked to seen a bit more of Shinky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like that is perhaps why it was done. It's because these aren't characters that are gonna get a massive amount of screen time already. So let's try to use them in a different way while still like creating an important use for them. You get me? If you get bitten and you create a name Shinju, your stocks instantly go up in terms of interest. You get me?
Sure.
Instantly goes up. Like, if you don't even see the nigga that the Shinju bit, the minute you see a new named Shinju and you start thinking about who it is, that person you're thinking about, they like immediately start
interest
the interest starts to rise. You feel me? So that's kind of why I think it was done.
Sure.
You see me? But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so right. So Konohamaru, it's with Konohamaru, it is
to round off,
you have a lot to.
You have big fucking shoes to fill.
You have a lot to prove, man.
You have big shoes to fill, my nigga.
You are no Kakashi.
Because the mission you're out on right now, like you just said, and like you said earlier, this is some Kakashi-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you have big shoes to fill, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, really big shoes to fill. And that's kind of why the first question I led with was, boy, how confident are you that Konohamaru is the one that's gone over there? Because I'm like, nigga, you either gonna go over there to die, or you're gonna go over there to come back and say you failed. What the I cannot credibly see what you are going to do.
Pull this off. No, but he's not alone. You know what I'm saying?
Who's with him?
So he's got Sarada with him, right? And he's got Mitsuki. Mitsuki has his sage mode.
Okay, I feel better.
Sarada also has her Mangekyo yet to be revealed.
Better.
You understand? So it's not as if he's absolutely gonna fail, but it's like in terms of like your ability, your ability. Bro, I have more confidence of Sarada or Mitsuki being able to handle the situation than you. And you're the team leader.
It's literally why I was going to be like, boy, I can't lie. I feel better now. But the fact that I feel better simply because two of your juniors are going to be there with you
says a lot.
It says a lot.
It says a lot.
You know what I'm saying? It speaks to the problem. Like, the fact that what makes me feel better about this fucking excursion is the fact that two of your juniors are with you. It's fucking insane. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen Sarada pull off feats that I don't know if you could pull off. You know what I'm saying?
Actually fatally injured a Shinji. Like, you understand? So she at least has a double in her hand.
Properly weave that nigga as well. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, I've seen her like do some shit that I don't know if you can do.
Thank you.
But obviously, that's kind of my thoughts on Boruto. You have anything else you wanted to tackle on, my guy?
Yeah, just
What's up?
I mentioned I was gonna come to the Kashin Koji and
you did.
Kashin Koji and Shikamaru discussion, right? So without getting too much in it, it's just the part where he says that, listen, do not try and antagonize Jura.
Who said this to who?
Kashin Koji said this to Shikamaru.
Okay.
Do not try and antagonize her. Don't be violent. Bro, he might pull up at a bookstore and try to buy a book, just sell him the book. You understand? Because if you try and like thingy, he might just glass everything and there's probably nothing anybody can do. You understand?
I mean, based off what we've been shown, nobody but Boruto could feasibly throw hands.
Right.
And I said,
and even that, I don't feel Boruto is there
like
yet.
I said feasibly. I didn't say like Boruto would throw hands and win.
I know, that's
me?
what I'm saying. Like,
So,
even with Boruto, I don't feel like he's even there yet. You understand? He has the stuff, he's just not there to take down Jura. No, not yet. Not yet. You understand? So yeah. So Kashin Koji just like letting Shikamaru know that the village is getting sunned, and there's nothing really anybody can do about it. If bro pulls up and he just like wants to have a coffee, give him the coffee. You understand? If bro pulled up to buy a book, show him the book. You understand? Do not try and be like, yeah, well, you're under arrest and we're gonna take you out. Nah, you will lose the village. You understand? And I think it's because he says he respects the partner says something like he respects the village and the idea of the village and all that kind of shit. So long as we don't fuck with him, he likely will never come to Konoha.
I mean that's the dry end in my life thing, but yeah, go on.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like I said, the gravity of the situation kind of like really dawning on people now. Like we are dealing with powers like
so far above our fucking Kenneth on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we all thought Ishiki was a fucking menace, but here we go.
And this nigga, boy, like, you know me, I'm not a power scaler, but this nigga, he is radiating stronger than fucking Ishiki. Aura, bro. You know what I'm saying? He is radiating
every time he pulls up. Bro, just his mention.
Yeah,
remember Jigen?
Bro.
Yeah, bro, it's Jura now,
bro. Like nigga, any panel I see that nigga in, I'm like, bro, is he in the tree? Is he where them Shinjus are? Yes,
Sits
good.
Forward, fam.
We good.
Yeah,
we good. Is he with them Shinjus right now just talking? Good. If that nigga is in any kind of village, bro, I am worried, gang. You feel me? But that is where we're gonna leave this episode. You feel me? You have anything else you want to say? Add on, my dog?
And yeah, nah. We might have more to dig into once the full chapter comes out. Right now, we're just operating off leaks and random pages floating on the internet. So, maybe more to discuss in next week's episode, but we'll see.
All right. Without further ado, then, it's been KTT episode 22. You feel me?